Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and today, as I'm sure you've been able to tell from the title and thumbnail, we are building a space station to Duna. Now, this is going to be my first space station I've ever built. And actually, yeah, this will be my first one I've ever built, and I'm sending it to Duna. So this is a little bit of a bigger project for anybody's first space station. But as you can see, I've already started the building process of it. So I have the station core, which is the way I'm pretty sure. I have a hydroponics module for like the life support. I think that's a science. Yeah, that's a science lab there, so you can process stuff. And now I'm just adding in the docking port area, so we can have 4 ships dock on this at once for any reason that we may need. And then now I'm just trying to find out where the airlock can go. So I actually was thinking of using this bigger airlock, but as you can see, it's quite bigger, which I probably could have just gotten rid of that structural thing and just used that instead, but I guess you learn. But anyway, let's go back to the video. I'm now adding in the centrifuge. Actually, no, wait. Yeah, centrifuge. So I'm just trying to find the best centrifuge, and I landed on this one because it seemed like the one that fit my needs the most. So I'm just going to retract that. And also, I'm not sure if you saw in the background, but let's see if I can find it, but if I pan over to the other side, you'll be able to see the brand new flag for the Martoid Space Agency, which I recently got GIMP, which is like a photo software where you can make photos and stuff, I guess. But I decided that I should probably try to build my own like little logo thing to like test out my skills on it, so I can make the thumbnails like the one you just saw on the before you clicked onto it. Unless of course you just somehow got here from like some other place, but oh well. So right now I'm adding in the solar panels. So this was the original design. I was gonna have a bunch of the small ones, but as you can see from the design that I created, I decided that that would not be very ideal. So I ended up just making 2 different solar panels, and that one was in the way of the satellite, so I got rid of that. So now, as you can see, I just have two different Gigantor solar array things. So that should give us plenty of power headroom. And I'm just realizing now that I don't have any batteries on this thing, so I think it's fine. But so I'm just going to crossfade over to the first test of it, which is where I learned that you actually need a engineer to enable that centrifuge. So I decided to go build another station core because I thought I didn't have enough seats for the 3 engineers and then also scientist and pilot. So as you can see right now, I'm just on action groups to everything, and I'm hiring the new people to join the mission, though I don't know, this just didn't work for some reason. But anyway, now I'm adding action groups. So I have 1 to extend everything and start the rotation on the centrifuge, 1 to stop everything, and 1 to just turn on all the lights. So now, as you can see, I'm testing everything. The centrifuge started opening really slowly, so I just sped up the time by 5 times. And as you can see, everything is working correctly. Yep. So now I'm just turning on the lights and making sure that works. So now, since this is ready, I'm just going to start building the launch vehicle. So I started out with a smaller fairing. I think that's the 3.75 meter one, but actually no, that's not 3.75. I don't know, whatever the one is, it's like one bigger than the 2.5 meter one. But I ended up on the 3.75, so I found a probe core so I can deorbit this stage. So I was trying to find out how to do it, so I just tried an engine plate, which worked, but it didn't look the best. So I ended up just using that and then adding a small fairing in between it just to block off any airflow. Right there. So yeah, now since this is such a massive payload, that's like, I'm sure this would be like a very unrealistic payload for like any time soon for NASA. But I'm adding in the second stage right now. Oh yeah, well, I won't be using this later on, and I'll explain why, but I had this with the nuclear engine, And so I just ended up having to move that up because, as you can see, I don't have any room in the bottom for anything else. So I had to move that to the top of the VAB. And even then, it was too tall, so I had to use that. So now I'm just finding all the engines, which, as you know, the Vector engine is my favorite engine to use since it's just got the highest like thrust to weight ratio, I guess. Yeah. So it's quite powerful for how small it is. And then now I'm just adding in 2 SRBs to the side of it. I'm pretty sure those are Clydesdales, and even so, even though they're the biggest ones in the game, they still look absolutely tiny compared to the giant payload and stuff. And yeah, so I forgot to auto shred everything, but so this is like I forget how many attempts, but this is a lot of attempts later. As you can see, the rocket is quite different than what we started out with, but yeah. And with that beautiful launch out of the way, we're starting the gravity assist, which, as you can see by the nav ball and my frames, neither my PC nor the Kraken was enjoying this very much. So as we break the sound barrier there, and we just separated the solid rocket boosters, we're slowly getting close to the Kármán line. So cue the space music right now. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, the Kraken was not having a good time with that separation right there. So yeah, it could have been a little better, but also this was like a massive payload, so it was not very easy to get into orbit. But once I was able to get into orbit, it was much better. Oh, and looks like we've now passed the Kármán line and we're in space. Yeah, we've just passed the Kármán line and we're now in space, so that's good, I guess. And as you can see, we deploy the bearing to reveal the space station. Now, I'm sure you've noticed by now, but as you can see in the little crew things, those are not the people that we started out with. We have Jeb, Bill, Bob, and Val in there instead of the random Kerbals that I just hired for only this mission, then to never come back. Now that's because I've crashed like a lot of times for some reason, and like my game crashed, like the space station itself crashed, like a lot went wrong. And also it was right about there that I noticed that since Bill, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Bill. Since Bill's the only engineer here, I can't deploy the centrifuge because you need 3 to do that. So now I'm just time warping to Duna transfer window, which, as you probably know if you watch Matt Lowen a lot, if you draw a 45-degree angle from Kerbin to Duna, you're at a Duna transfer window, and you use that little like sun flare thing, whatever it's called. And I launched a little bit late, but it still worked anyway. So as you can see, I'm burning out my periapsis to make full effect of the Oberth effect, which is burning at your periapsis is like the most efficient way to do burn. So now I'm just trying to adjust my maneuver node to get as good of a Duna orbit as I can, and that was the best one I could come up with. Actually, the Kraken actually came into clutch with this because as we passed, this part's kind of slow. This is very slow, but as you can see, we started our burn, which is just a burn, I guess. I'm not sure what else to say. But as you can see, the Kraken was not a big fan of this burn. So, yeah, this was not exactly the best. So as you can see, I came at a totally different angle. But it turns out that was actually a blessing in disguise, because I actually got the best, I actually got a better window than I could have. So that's good, I guess. So now I'm just trying to time warp over to Duna using the Kerbal alarm clock feature, which actually, like, this is like the first time I ever tried to do so, but Alright, and as you can see, we're getting quite close to the Duna thing, and you can see it right there. Also, if you're wondering about the visual mods that I've been using in here, I have a list of them in the description. Alright, so now I'm just editing my Duna insertion burn, because I forgot to do a mid-course correction burn, which probably I should have done. So I ended up making this maneuver node at like a couple days to our Duna at our closest approach to Duna. So that way I'd be able to get a closer orbit. And after a quick... Okay, there we go. Sorry. After a quick burn of... How long does that say? Oh, geez, 40 seconds. Yeah, that's so not so quick of a burn. But luckily I'm speeding it up for you guys. Oh, we've deployed that second stage, and so now we're on to the Aerospike stage. Which, I like the Aerospike engines for some things, but other things I don't really like the Aerospike engines for. Like, they have a really bad efficiency, but they're also really good at like going fast and stuff. So, unlike the Vector engine, which I absolutely love, these are good, but not great for, especially for this kind of payload. Okay, so now we're doing our circularization burn of Duna, which is starting right now, and is pretty good. It's quite fast. And there we go. I'm gonna hand this off to Past Martin to give you a tour of the inside of the ship. Right now. Now. There we go. Now. Thank you, Editor Martin. So we basically have it all done. Now this mission was definitely not without its share of issues. Like, for example, we brought like all of the main Kerbals with me. So we have Val, Bill, Bob, and Jeb. I think, yeah, that's Bob. So yeah, that was not intended. And we were supposed to have all of our we were supposed to have a bunch of different people, but I guess during one of the crashes it just defaulted to the other people. But well. This module is the cultivation one, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, no, this is the other station core. I had 2 of them to bring the extra crew, which... Yeah. This is the cultivation module. As you can see, we got plenty of seats and stuff. Oh, shoot, why is the hatch blocked? Dang it. Well, over there is supposed to be our, over there is supposed to be the, There we go. Yeah, that's supposed to be our science lab, but I might have to transfer somebody. So, let's see. Oh, right, it's because of this centrifuge, which is another thing. You need 3 engineers to be able to extend this. But as I don't have 3 engineers, I have 1 engineer, 2 pilots, and a scientist. I can't deploy this so far, so I'm probably gonna have to send another mission to, yeah, I'm gonna have to send another mission to this. Yeah. Alright, well, to give you the rest of the, thing. Just to give you the rest of the tour, I'm just gonna transfer Jeb over to this one. And just ignore that. Let's see. Shoot, which module is this? I think this might be the lab. Yeah. Well, anyway. Through here. This is our, what is this? Oh yeah, this is our, supposed to be our airlock thing, but yeah. Alright. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna send a new mission just to get back the main Kerbals. Oh yeah, here, let me show you the come on, I have a parachute. There we go. So this is the main docking array. This is just how You can have ships dock to it. And then they're gonna, once they're done that, they're gonna send it to the mobile processing lab. So like once crews come back from Duna for like some mission, once the crew come back, they're going to just bring the science here, and then we will process it. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna hand you off to the. No, come on. I'm gonna hand you off to Editor Martin, and yeah, just have fun. Blah blah blah. All right. Have fun, Editor Martin. All right, thank you, Past Martin. That was most definitely not my best attempt, this is why I don't really make this is why I do mainly voiceovers, because I am not good at talking in the moment. Because whenever I get distracted by doing something, I just I don't know, whenever I'm doing something, I just can't talk at the same time. But anyway, let's just get the outro of the video done. So YouTube thinks you're going to be liking these 2 videos on your screen, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel. Yeah, pretty much it. Bye for now.